On March 30th, 2024, the Crawford County Sheriff's Department conducted surveillance on a suspect who was known for drug trafficking. Deputies were aware that the man was on probation and had a court order not to enter any taverns. The suspect's license was also revoked due to having 5 previous operating while impaired convictions, and a traffic stop was conducted after he was seen exiting a tavern and driving away.
Alright, where are we heading to?
Home.
Home? Where you come from?
Linceville.
Okay. Do you got your license, registration, insurance card?
No, I don't have a license.
Okay. Have you step up? Is it suspended, revoked, what? Revoked. Okay. Any weapons on you at all? Weapons at all?
No.
Anything sharp or anything?
No.
No needles? Okay. Let's go through your wallet out there. When the last time you used?
Been a couple days.
Anything your system today? Just gonna detain you for right now, okay? Okay. Yeah, there you go. Yep, much better. Okay. I'm gonna save you leaning against my bumper for right now. Did I miss anything on you?
Nope.
Sure? Okay. Alright, man. Over here. Alright, stand feet together, arms at your side. See the top of my finger here? I want you to follow that, moving your eyes, and your eyes only, not your head. You understand that? Alright, have you stand here. You turn to face me. So what I'll have you do right now is place your left foot out and place your right foot in front of your left foot, touching your heel or your toe like so. Arms at your side. So I'll have you stand like that while I explain and demonstrate. Can you do that? Okay. So when I tell you to, you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps on the line, turn, and return 9 heel-to-toe steps. When you turn, you're going to leave your last foot on the line and turn by taking a series of small steps around with your other foot without stopping. I'm going to demonstrate by doing 3. Okay. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3. Leave your last foot on the line, turn by taking a series of small steps around with your other foot, and return. 1, 2, 3, and so on until 9. Arms at your side, watch your feet, count each one out loud, and don't stop walking until you completed both sets of 9. You understand that? Alright, so going back in that stance and then start from there. And you start from there then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, turn and face me. Okay, both feet together, arms at your side. When I tell you to, you're going to raise either foot of your choice, approximately 6 inches off the ground like so, keeping your raised foot parallel to the ground. Both legs straight. You're going to watch your raised foot and count out loud in the following manner. 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on until I tell you to stop. Both legs straight, raised foot about 6 inches, arms at your side, and watch your raised foot. Any questions on that one? Okay, you may begin when you're ready.
1, 2.
This way, put foot down.
3, 4,
This way.
5. 1,000, 1,002, 1,003.
Put down. You want to stop that one? Okay. Alright, so this one,
I got no balance.
feet together, arms at your side. You're going to tilt your head back and close your eyes. And then from there, I'm going to tell you to begin. When I tell you to begin, I want you to estimate the passage to 30 seconds. When 30 seconds has surpassed, I want you to tilt your head forward, open your eyes, and say done.
So count to 30?
In your head.
Okay.
Okay? Do you want to face this way so you're not staring at the stun? Okay. So go ahead, arms at your side, tilt your head back, close your eyes, and begin. This way, front to back, side to side. Okay, how much time do you think that was?
Close to 30 seconds.
Okay. I'm going to get a pulse from it. You want to put your left arm up on the hood there?
Left arm,
Yeah, that's right. That's fine. You open your mouth again. How long ago did you use meth or weed?
I smoked weed today.
Today? How long ago?
This morning.
This morning? Is it like a dab, bud?
Both.
Both? Okay.
Yeah.
What about meth?
Like yesterday probably.
Okay. You pull your sleeves up. Alright, we're going to go down, go through some paperwork, and then we'll talk a little bit more, okay? I'll scuff you up front. Run this back down.
Sure.
So the citation for operating with a controlled substance, 5th or 6th. Court date's going to be April 15th at 1:30 p.m. down here in Prairie. It's mandatory, okay? Let me get a copy. I got to read this form to you now. So hold that. Informing the accused. Under Wisconsin's implied consent law, I'm required to read this notice to you. Will you submit to an evidentiary chemical test of your blood? Okay. You're going to get a copy of that form too, okay?
Did you grab my cigarettes by chance?
No, I don't think I did.
You didn't grab that bag?
No.
With all my or something?
No, I didn't think about that. Sorry. We'll get it. We'll get it though. I didn't think about that.
Alright.
Alright, I'm just going to ask you some medical questions, stuff like that, and some questions on the end. So before I do that, I'm just going to read your rights, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and may be used against you in court. Deep breath, blow the balloon. You want to stand for a couple of these? A couple of bit. We're going to do the similar ones we did out in the scene. Feet together, arms at your side. Again, you tilt your head back, close your eyes. And you're going to estimate the passage of 30 seconds. When 30 seconds has surpassed, just open your eyes, stay done. Okay, go ahead and tilt back, close, and begin. Done? Okay, how much time do you got, guys?
30 seconds, I counted to.
We're going to do the walking one again. We'll just do it in this little hallway right here.
You don't have to do it twice.
I know it's redundant, but yeah, I have to repeat it unless you want to refuse this part.
No, I don't want to refuse this,
Okay.
because I don't want to.
I know it's repetitive, but this is it's a separate evaluation, so I got to recover. Because normally, like if another officer would do it, I just have to see it for myself. That's kind of why I have to redo it. But I got to be universal when I do it, so people, so it's not like I pick and choose what tests I do for certain people. It's definitely redundant, though. I give you that. All right, so same thing. Your left foot will be out. Your right foot will be in front of your left foot. You're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps on the line. Return 9 heel-to-toe steps. When you turn, you're going to leave your last foot on the line like so. 2, 3. Leave your last foot on the line. Turn by taking a series of small steps around with your other foot and return. 1, 2, 3, and so on until 9. Arms at your side. Watch your feet and count each step out loud. And don't stop walking until you completed both sets of 9. Understand it? Okay. So right foot out, and then start from there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Alright, this one again, feet together, arms at your side. This time you're going to start by raising your left leg. You're going to raise your left leg approximately 6 inches off the ground, both legs straight. Watch your raised foot parallel 6 inches to the ground.
I can do this one.
Arms at your side. So we're gonna end up doing both legs. So just if you can, just tell me, okay?
I'm gonna try, but I
Okay.
don't got no balance like that. Like,
Okay.
it's not,
You may begin when you're ready. Just tell me if you can't complete it, okay?
1, Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi 4, Mississippi 5. 1, keep going.
No, you can stop that one. Alright, same thing. You're just going to raise your other foot. Okay. Again, just tell me if you can't complete it, okay? Begin when you're ready.
1, Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi 4, Mississippi 5, Mississippi 6, Mississippi 7, Mississippi 8, Mississippi 9, Mississippi 10, Mississippi.
Okay, that's fine. Alright, let me go back in the room.
Yeah.
Alright, so for this one,
Alright, they just walked back in. They just found this at the office.
stand with your feet together, arms at your side. You're going to have your hands pointed down, fingers pointed out like so. You're going to tilt your head back and close your eyes. And then from there, I'm going to give you a series of commands. Okay, so if I say right, you're going to bring the tip of your right finger to the tip of your nose, bring it right back down to your side. So we have like the pad of our finger here and the very tip. So make sure you're touching the very tip to the very tip of your nose.
Like this?
Yep, and bring it right back down. Any questions on that one? Okay, go ahead, but tilt back, close your eyes. Left. Right. Left. Right. Right. And left. Okay, you can relax. You can sit down too if you want. I'll use that one, a little easier.
Put the shirt on?
Yeah, that's fine.
Anyway, we can have a doctor if we want.
They would have to admit you into the ER. So we'll put an invoice into our jail nurse. So that'd be,
Like, it's an infection in my face,
yeah.
then you're not gonna give me nothing in jail, so it's not gonna, you know, it's
We have a nurse on staff.
Okay, I'm just saying, like,
Cause she would have to approve anything they gave you anyway, so it might be better if she looks at it anyway. It's under your tongue. Okay. Alright, for these ones I gotta look at your pupil reaction to the light, and being I can't close the window, we'll have to go in the bathroom, so I need it dark. Oh, never mind, battery's dead. I gotta go see if I got a spare or not. Alright, I got it one. Alright, you can kind of lean against there. And for all these, I'll just have you stare at that. That'll go in the dark, so when it is dark, you can just look at that. Alright, I gotta let your eyes adjust for 90 seconds. So once that time is up, I'm going to use a red light to look at your pupils. We got it back in the other room. Put your sleeves up again.
Who's that?
Gonna come off you or me?
No, I don't know what I mean. Sure. Fine.
Must be off of this.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you mean?
Must have been on the chair, maybe?
I have no idea. It just fell from somewhere.
Is that how you primarily use? Is banging meth, or do you smoke too?
I smoke.
How often do you do of each? Kind of varies.
And just been the last week. I've been sober.
You can look straight ahead. And open your mouth. Stare at your tongue. You can open it wider. So you said THC, bud, and dabs this morning. And then what time do you think it was last night you used meth?
I have no idea.
After, before midnight?
Oh, I was sleeping by 10, so.
Before that.
Yeah.
Alright, my partner's here is going to take you to the jail. They're going to get you booked in just on a probation hold for an hour to kind of figure out what you had in the car and stuff, okay? Alright. I gotta run and get my magnet. That's your copy too, Kyle. I'll have some more forms for you, but I'll give them to you once you get in the jail. And then we'll make sure we get your kit out of the car.
Okay.
And then,
I have a set of keys.
and your pills and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come in. Hi, Lieutenant Fredette, Sheriff's Department. How are you, sir? Good. Good. Well, just stopping here. What's your name?
Richard.
Richard? Okay. Richard. Okay. Well, we're here to execute an Act 79 search. Is anybody else in the house?
Not that I know of. What Act 79 search.
Yeah, it's got to do with Kyle. With Kyle being on probation. So that gives us grounds to search the residence for any illegal drugs with him being on probation. So we know where Kyle's at. Kyle's in custody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anybody in the basement?
Not that I know of.
Is Amanda here?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay. I just in law enforcement we don't like any surprises, so we just if she's here.
He's in jail, huh?
Yeah, he's in jail. So are you his father or his uncle or?
Father.
You're his father? Okay. All right. Well, we have enough to. Where is he living at when he's here?
Down the basement.
The whole basement, is that Kyle's?
Well, kind of.
Kind of?
But he's got a room down there.
Okay.
A small room off to the side.
Small room off to the side?
Yeah.
Do you have any objections to anything? Because here's, so obviously we're not out to get Kyle, but we know Kyle has a drug problem. And I know that he has some health issues as well. And this is something he's been dealing with for years. One of the good things is with him being in the jail is hopefully it gives him time to get cleaned out. He can see the nurse, jail nurse and stuff, hopefully get himself squared away again. So that's what we're working at, okay? So with that being said, we're just going to search his area of the house. Are you all right with that?
I don't know. You
Okay.
have to have a search warrant or anything?
So he's on probation. He's on probation for drugs. So he's on Act 79. So that allows law enforcement to search an area that is under his or her control. If we have reason to believe that they committed, about to commit, or have committed a crime. Okay? And there's obviously a bunch of other wordage in there, but that's just kind of the nuts and bolts of it. My body cam's activated. Had a talk with him. Very respectful. I told him that we wouldn't search upstairs. Told him we're not going to destroy the house. We're just going to search the areas that we know that are under his control, which obviously this is his room.
What he described to us is how I take it.
Anybody got an extra pair of gloves on him? I told him if he comes downstairs, he's going to announce himself, that we don't like surprises. Should we just lay everything out on the floor?
Why don't we take it out and lay it out there?
Let's do that.
Oh, bunch of weed. And a meth pipe.
Definitely selling weed. Hold on. Okay.
No. Oh. Oh. That's labeled as a ball.
Hear this, yeah.
Here's your phone.
Playing up here for you.
Oh.
Fine, I'll just yell at it.
It's just all bags.
No, these are full.
Definitely got sales. You still got 2 more saves over here too.
That was in the safe.
Yep. We got more in these magnetic boxes down here.
Jeez, man.
How many do you think?
Probably take
One.
a better picture down here.
2, 3,
What's the B mean? Oh, they're
Ball.
8s.
4,
There's a notebook for you.
16, 17 times 3.5.
So, if his father is able to walk down here, I would like him to see this.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go up and talk to him. So 59.5 grams.
Yes.
How did you get down here, Tony?
Right off to your right there. Yep.
Are you able to walk downstairs?
Yeah.
Can I show you something? What was your first name again?
Richard.
Richard.
Everybody calls me Doug.
And that's probably, I'll call you Doug then too, fair enough. So, out of respect for you, I would like you to see what's going on in your basement. I'm going to introduce you here. Is this Kyle's bedroom then?
Yeah.
Okay. Kyle and Amanda have been staying in here?
Yeah.
Okay. This is Investigator Joseph Breezer.
No.
That is Deputy Tony Berg. This is Richard, also goes by Doug. This is Kyle's dad.
Yeah.
Sorry to meet you like this.
I know it.
So I would like you to see this. This is 17 bags. They're already, you just can't touch it, okay? But there's 17 bags right here. And they're all 8 balls. This is methamphetamine.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, so he is selling and using heavily, and he's selling a lot. This is quite a bit. So there's 59.5 approximate grams of methamphetamine here.
God.
And we're not done searching yet, so. Okay.
I can't believe this. He went back to that.
Yeah.
I mean, I damn near killed him one other time.
Yeah.
You
So,
know?
honestly, that's why I told you upstairs, he's almost in a better place being in the jail. Because at least then he can get cleaned out again.
Yeah.
And maybe get on the right track, okay?
Yeah.
So with that being said, I hate to tell you what to do in your house, but I'll probably have you go back upstairs and then I'll come back up and brief you, okay?
Okay.
Alright. Thanks for your time, Doug. Can you get upstairs alright?
Yeah.
Okay. And we can figure something out with your car too. If you need a ride out to Milo's or whatever, I can help with
I'll
that.
get my shoes on and stuff.
Okay. It'll be a little while though.
All right.
Alright. Here's a loaded needle. Who's taking pictures?
Here's my phone.
There you go. You want to snap a picture of this one? I'll hold it right here. I know you guys know this, but just be careful. There's a lot of needles laying around.
Even the boxes has used needles with crystal in it.
This THC stuff on the side, I'll just take that out.
I was going to lay it out. Let's take a big picture.
Okay.
Is there any? Did you find any more?
Nope, not so far.
I can't see there being much more. This is
No.
quite a bit.
I mean, this was all in the safe too. I don't know why you'd have it various places. Maybe, I guess.
What's this about? Is he trying to make a way to...
Those, I've seen people hide them in that. That pulls out and then it's a hollow hide, but maybe you couldn't get it open. Yeah, so he probably just kept breaking them.
Just don't reach in anything and slide your hands, because, man, there's a lot of needles.
Tony, you missed a huge bust right here. Well, I'm over being in here, yeah. What's this on?
Yes. Might as well turn it off though. I don't see.
Doug? Alright. So we completed the search of the bedroom. And then we completed our search. So, do you want Milo's number? We got to stop out and get Kyle's medicine out of the car. I'll let you know what the tow cost. I'll give you a call back. What's your phone number? We'll stop out there. I'll find out. I'll call you back, okay? That's just me, okay? That's my number. All right. Doug, thank you for being so decent, cooperative, and polite, okay?
I'm sorry about it. I didn't even know any of this stuff was...
No need to apologize, okay?
You know, if I had any idea, you know, it didn't look like... I've seen him on meth before, but it didn't look like he was doing anything.
Okay.
You know, because you can usually tell by the eyes and all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I can't believe he did this.
at least let's look at it this way. At least we know where he's at, and then get him some help, okay?
Okay.
Sometimes that's the first step, is unfortunately handcuffs, but at least then...
That's the way I had to put him in. I had to put him in jail before so I could get him help.
I know. So it's tough love, but we'll get things taken care of, okay?
Okay, thank
All right,
you.
I'll give you a call back, Doug. Thanks.
The 17 individually wrapped baggies later tested positive for meth and weighed 65.5 grams. Kyle was found guilty for operating with a restricted controlled substance, 7th offense, and possession with intent to deliver methamphetamine greater than 50 grams. He was sentenced to 8 years in prison and 8 years of probation.
Hey, you need some numbers off your phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Whose would you like? Okay. I'll grab his number for you. Then we talked about this on video. So obviously I have my body cam activated. This is Crawford County Sheriff's Office consent to search and seize. So this is a form that we complete. So basically what this form is for, your phone, we have everything on it, but to make it easier, we have someone just do a dump. And they dump everything out for us, and then we can review it and then give you your phone back at some point. I'm going to read this over to you. So I, Kyle, hereby authorize Lieutenant Ryan Fredette of the Crawford County Sheriff's Department and any other law enforcement officer designated to assist to conduct a complete search of, so it's Samsung, this is the model number, this is another number that was on the phone, and here's the IMEI number for that phone. This is the same phone that we looked at in the room when we were interviewing you. So that's the phone that we're asking consent for. I further authorize the above members of the Crawford County Sheriff's Office to remove any property which is considered important to the investigation, provided that I am subsequently given a receipt for anything that is removed. I have knowingly and voluntarily given my consent to search to the above described location without fear, threat, or promise, either expressed or implied. Further, I understand that I have a constitutional right to refuse any consent to this search, and that any item seized may be used against me in a court of law during a criminal proceeding or prosecution. So do you understand that? Okay. So understand, if you give consent, so signature of the person consenting to the search, so your signature would go there. Okay, and then I'll put the date and time. It's 6:28. All right, I'll run upstairs. Thank you very much. I'll run upstairs. I'll get that number, and we'll call down and give it to Deputy Bremer, and he will get it to you, okay? All right, take care, Kyle.